The market's going to crash. The bubble's going to burst. These prices are unsustainable. Aren't these headlines just wonderful? It's all I see in the newspaper every single day. Stay tuned to this episode of Prime Properties TV. I promise you, it'll be worth it. Good day, Toronto. Welcome to another episode of Prime Properties TV. So glad you could join us here today. Today, I want to give all of you listeners and watchers out there some food for thought, especially my fellow investors, speculators, and home buyers for sure. You won't believe me, but get this. You shouldn't be taking everything you read from the news about real estate for truth, especially if you only read the headlines. Now, why do I say this? There are very well-written articles explaining intricate things about the real estate market, but a lot of the times the headlines are there to grab attention. Why? Because news articles and any kind of media make money on advertisements. The more eyeballs we get on that, the more money they make. So every headline is going to contain one or two of my new favorite words this month. Crash or bubble, crash or bubble, crash or bubble, crash or bubble. Just like this one. Gotcha! Take everything you read and watch, including my content, with a grain of salt and really evaluate the merit on this information that you're absorbing, because you have to find out how this actually affects you. Let me bring you to Exhibit A right here. This is one of my favorites. Here's a history of CBC's headline articles since 2012 about the proverbial crash and the bubble. It actually dates back to 2006. It just doesn't show here. Very reputable sources. Very reputable, and probably there's some guy in there with a PhD who's an economist working for some major bank. They usually do that. Then don't get me wrong, there are great articles CBC writes about the market and where the market is trending, especially some of the editorials that people are talking about the market. However, none of that stuff reaches you, because you know why? There's no headlines that grab eyeballs. That's what newspaper is for, or any news, because that's what they want, more advertisement. So take it with a grain of salt when you read these articles, if you read the full article. Exhibit B. Nobody has a crystal ball about where the future is going to be. Predictions are based on educated hypotheses or trends from the history and how we match them up to where we are right now. No one really knows, not even me. Ask the next person that tells you that a crash is going to happen this year, and then you ask them this question: are you selling your house? If they're so confident a crash is coming, why aren't they selling their house and cashing out right now before the the value of their property drops? Questionable, right? Always ask that question. Guys, I'm not harping on anyone here right now today, okay? I just want to give everyone a different perspective from the other side of this. But you know what? There is probably going to be a correction, crash, or stagnation, whatever you call it, because you know what? These double-digit percentage increases year after year after year, they're getting more ludicrous. They're getting crazier and crazier and crazier. If the media keeps running about headlines about bubbles and bursting and the market crashing, you know what? They're going to be right eventually. Now, let me put it out there for you. They're going to be the first to say, I told you so. But remember, everything that you consume, take it with a grain of salt and see how this is going to affect you. Okay, guys? Thank you guys for watching. If you learned something in this episode or simply enjoyed watching it, make sure you subscribe to Prime Properties TV right here and click on the little bell so you'll be notified when we have new content, okay? Now, if you have any questions or you want to contact me for a free consultation, call me. My contacts are right here. And remember, make sure you share this with family and friends, because like I always say, an educated consumer is the best consumer. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.